My name's Paul Adams. I'm the Creative Development Officer at the Oldham Coliseum Theatre, and I'm in charge of the growing stage, which is funded by the Big Lottery. We've worked with thousands of young people over the 3 years, and these young people would not necessarily be engaging with this kind of activity without the funding from Big Lottery. For them to be able to come to the theatre and gain skills in drama, acting, technical theatre, careers advice, and actively steer what the Coliseum does has been a great achievement for them, and something that we hope and we can see developing their employability, their education, and going on to bigger and better things in the borough, and making pathways for themselves in the future.
This project is the sister project of Tunnel Vision, funded by the Big Lottery, and it's a community-based project exploring the lives of individuals in a situation where they're in a public space, so they're all on a train, and the piece will tour around various community centres. The most interesting thing about the script is the fact that the young people have come up with the characters themselves. They've thought about characters and their storylines that might be good to go into community centres. So one of the people on the train is unemployed. So when we go into the unemployed centre, Employ, some of the adults there might be able to relate to that. And the characters as well are all somehow intertwined. So we're using braided narratives.
My character is part of an estate agent. We've got Pearson and Everett. I'm Everett, and is in competition with Pearson to try and sell the most houses in an estate. So we're just trying to get one up on each other and try and be the better businessman. We're just having fun with it really and playing about with it, because our characters, we're not actually falling out because we're professional businessmen. We find it unprofessional to fall out. So it's just sort of little digs. So it's nice to play with the pauses within the script and play with the timing, so then the audience can get a good sense of our frustration towards each other.
I've been with the Coliseum since I was 12 and I'm now 17, and I've been with them since the Big Lottery came into funding. Yeah. I'm playing a girl called Christine, and she's in a domestic violent relationship. She really wanted to be a writer or a poet, but because she was in this relationship, she never got the chance to go to university or anything. And then she sees this boy who likes writing on this train, and it inspires her a bit, and she sees him as a little protege, and she wants him to pursue what she did.
Hi, my name's Miles Griffin, and what am I in?
Project Soul!
Just stop laughing! I play a character called John, and he's a very stuck-up person, and he's got OCD. He'll just speak what's in his mind. He likes to cause a lot of arguments, and we'll just tell him to the face instead of thinking it in his head. I've been with the Coliseum for about 2 years now. It's a big step for me, and I love it, performing and going on the main stage and stuff.
My name's Rob, and this is Tunnel Visions, which is a new theatre project from Theatre Lab and DigiLab, with myself as writer, and we're working with Imitating the Dog as well, who are a fantastic audiovisual theatre company. The project and the performances are going to be on at Earl Mill, which is a refurbed cotton mill just on the edge of town, and it's going to be an immersive theatre experience for 10 people per show. This is the script. I wrote it 3 minutes ago. No, I'm only joking. We've been working on it since January. Me and the cast have all had input into this, so it says written by me and loads of other people. So yeah, it's very much a collaboration. This.
Well, we're both cavers. We're both caves, and we're kind of stuck in this cave. And at the minute we're just kind of trying to work out who the leader is. And two people that are fighting to be leader. But there's one person that's definitely wants to be the leader.
Yeah. And then my character knows about how to get out, but no one listens to me, so I just keep quiet.
Yeah. She's the quiet one.
It's going to be quite dark, spooky, and quite eerie, if I'm honest. I just hope I can see where I'm going.
I'm Simon Wainwright. I'm from a theatre company called Imitating the Dog, and I'm working here with the DigiLab students on the Tunnel Vision show, and we're doing sort of all the technical bits of the work for the production. It's going really well. They've been fantastic, seem to be pretty interested, very engaged. We're working on all kinds of things like video, sound, set design, animation, trailers, everything really.
At the moment we're doing costume designs. We're working on the t-shirts for Cheryl Cold and Simon Cruel
And Gary Barfly.
I'm making the carriage for the train because we're doing a little model on the floor so we can see what it was.
Yeah, we're making the trailer for Tunnel Vision's theatre. We've got zombies and things. I can't believe I've just done that. Right. Yeah.
It's pretty ambitious really, what we're doing, and yeah, I've seen it gradually take shape. 2 hours a week isn't a lot, so it's good to see it sort of coming together gradually. Yeah.
They get into a carriage which actually moves about in the mill, and they get to experience what we experience, so it's very different and very unique.
What's exciting about it is, if you look around the space, it does not look big at all, but when you're inside the carriage, your perspective of how far you're going and how fast you're travelling and where you actually are is a little bit disorientated, which makes it really, really interesting, really sort of immersive experience.
Like being actually more in the show rather than sitting and watching it, actually being in it and being surrounded by what's going on more than actually sitting watching it.
The fact is that because it's only 10 people in the audience, it's really sort of a bit intense, I suppose.
Yeah, and especially when you're performing great at their face. Their face is like just there. It's because they give you that look, and but it makes it even more.
Yeah, but it makes it more like thrilling for us, doesn't it? Because it makes it more of a thrill for us, and it makes them feel more involved. It's not like they're just sitting back and watching it. And
you get really personal with the audience. Like in every scene, you always get that one person who looks right in your eyes.
I'm happy it's over now. We've got to do it all again. But it went well. I was happy with it. Very happy.
Fun, hard work, and it kills your feet this floor.
Oh no!
And I'm covered in dust, head to toe. But it's fun, it's worth it, and you should definitely watch it.
I think like the bonds you make within the group, because you get really close to everybody, and they become like your best mates and stuff, and I just really I just enjoy that really.
I've just had a really amazing experience and had a trip on Tunnel Visions. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, although I'd obviously heard a lot about the project. Amazing use of technology and the number of participants who've obviously put an enormous amount of work into the project. The dynamic in the carriage is really interesting because you just do not know what to expect. Both ends of the carriage suddenly open and reveal various scenes, and some of it is very funny and some of it is very scary, and thoroughly enjoyed the experience and hope there would be more of this sort of thing. It's exciting, interesting, and the young people obviously put a lot of work into it and thoroughly enjoyed it.
a very important part of the growing stage has been, I guess, the guidance, the information and the knowledge that the young people working on the project have brought to the Coliseum. A very important part of the group is the steering group, which is a group of young people who now have representation within the structure of the Coliseum's board and are actively working with us to teach us how we can engage further with young people.
Hi, I'm Nicole and this is the steering group, or TSG. There are a lot of different age ranges here. There are a couple of us in school like me and Ben, and there are quite a lot of people from college, mostly sixth form, Oldham Sixth Form College, and there's a couple of people at university. There's also a lot of different skills here, like some want to be actors and directors, and there are a couple of people who want to do both, and there's a couple of dancers as well.
Well, the steering group is basically about steering the Oldham Coliseum Theatre from a young person's perspective. So we have a bit of a motto, which is by young people, for young people. So we have discussions in the sessions, we talk about what we want to talk about, we have different people inputting different aspects of the theatre, and then me and Sam, who is the youth board representative, show that back to the board every 3 months during the year.
Recently, one of our recent achievements is we have this this stall press night. So all the important people who come and see the shows learn about TSG, and we have people coming up to us, so we kind of trying to get the message out there. And I think gradually, as we get more and more ideas, and we'll have the theatre will be a lot more accessible to young people, and you'll get hopefully quite a lot of people our age coming out to see shows or getting involved in some of the projects. So that's the kind of thing we're aiming for.
Hi, I'm Michael and this is the Pathways group at the Oldham Coliseum. It's a good experience, and basically the title says it all because it's for people who want to take a pathway into the creative arts industry. So it's really good for anyone who wants to do that, and there's a great atmosphere and everyone's really friendly. And me personally, I want to go into acting or film directing. So it's really good for me. And basically, what happens every session, we meet every other Tuesday from 5:30 till 7:30, and we have different people coming in to talk to us every session. People from the creative arts industry, and they come in and talk to us about a whole range of activities and positions in that industry. So like we have film directors coming in, actors, screenwriters, etc., stage design, and all that stuff. And so it's really interesting. The people are really friendly, and it's just a great experience. And you know, for anyone who wants to take a pathway into that industry, just come to Pathways. It's brilliant.
I'm Grace, I'm a member of Pathways. I've been here for about 4 months, and it's just benefited me in so many different ways. Before Pathways, I didn't really know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, and now every other week I come to a group where everyone's in the same boat and we're all supporting each other, and it's really motivated me into where I want to go and what I want to do. Paul, the leader of the group, he sets us up with professionals that come in every other week, and for me I think I've benefited from a casting director, Joanne Moss, and she works for ITV. She came in, she gave us advice on how to get on Spotlight, who to talk to, how to write letters to casting directors, and I truly believe that out of Pathways I'm going to find where I want to go, and which way and how I'm going to go, and how, yeah. When I finish Pathways, 2 weeks have gone by, and at the end of them 2 weeks I'm kind of down in the dumps because I'm like, right, what do I want to do? And then at the end of every session I feel so positive. I can't stop talking about what I've learnt that session, who I've talked to, what we've done in the class, and it really does motivate me to just get into the industry and do what I want to do, because it's what I'm passionate about.
Paul Adams, who's the Coliseum's Creative Development Officer, has been heading up the Growing Stages programme. And this evening is the culmination of all the hard work that not only Paul has done, but also all the young people have done over the last 3 years. And what's been fantastic about the project is that it's really given meaningful opportunities for young people to engage in a positive way with a professional producing theatre.